Hi, my name is Andre from Nari Warren Boot Camps. Yesterday I got a question from one of my girls, Erin, just in regards to protein powders and what are my views on some of the pros and cons when it comes to protein powders. So it's no real secret that if you go into any health food store, supermarket, or supplement store, that you'll see a very wide variety of protein supplements out there. I've got a couple of issues with whey protein, so dairy-based proteins, and I'll kind of get it straight into it from here. First off, most of these whey products are coming from a waste product which is left over when you process dairy to make other things. So when you make cheese, one of the byproducts is this whey. If you've ever seen whey in a bottle, it's a yellowy, foul-tasting liquid, and that's one of the waste products that you get from processing this dairy. So you're starting with a waste product, and then they will do various things to that, so dehydrate it or filter it and extract what's known as whey protein isolates or concentrates or hydrolyzed whey proteins. So it's ideally you want to start from the very start you want to start with a healthy, happy animal. So free-range, grass-fed, organic whey protein products. So you want to start with a good animal, and that's going to, guaranteed to some extent, but it's going to provide you with a better end product at the other end. One of the benefits of whey protein supplements is that if you are participating in any kind of strength and conditioning program, your requirements for some of these amino acids that are present in the whey protein increases dramatically. Unfortunately, not all of us have the ability to eat like a horse, or I should say eat like a pig. So in some circumstances, you need to supplement with additional amino acids from another source. And the benefit of some of these whey protein products is that those amino acids are highly bioavailable, easy to absorb, and quickly absorbed, which helps you post-workout with muscle recovery and repair. Another one of the issues is that a lot of people these days have inflammatory responses to dairy products. That's mainly through overexposure over time. It's no secret that we're the only animal in the animal kingdom that consumes dairy products longer than necessary. So into adulthood, we're consuming essentially the breast milk of another animal. For that reason, a lot of people have gut inflammatory responses to the dairy through overexposure over time. If you've ever had some sort of whey protein product and you've had it and it causes some irritation in the gut, flatulence, bloating, all that sort of stuff, it's a sign that you should be looking for another product out there. Going from there, what I would recommend is looking more towards something known as plant-based proteins. So your plant-based proteins are, once again, extracts of amino acids, but they come from a plant-based source, essentially, which often, in most people, will have less of that irritating effect on your digestive system. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly run through a couple of the products that I use and or recommend, starting from the one that tastes not very nice up until the one that tastes the best. Okay, so the first one is Vital Pea. So Vital Pea protein, like I said, starts at the bottom of the list, but it's once again an extract from the pea. They take out, I'm not too sure how they do it with this particular one, but you isolate those amino acids from the pea and you put it into a product. The reason why this one comes at the bottom of the list is, as I mentioned, doesn't taste very nice. So that's Vital Pea. I should mention that I have no affiliation with any of these products. These are just the ones that I use or recommend. After that, you've got your Sun Warrior. So Sun Warrior, a lot of raw vegans or a lot of vegetarians will be familiar with that. But essentially what happens is that you take your rice, you sprout it or ferment it, and from there you add an enzyme. The enzyme digests carbohydrates, so what you're left with as an end product is the isolated proteins that originated from the rice. From there, my favorite is plant fusion. Plant fusion, I'll touch on in a second, but plant fusion is a blend of artichoke protein, pea protein, sprouted amaranth powder, and sprouted quinoa. The reason why the blend is a little bit better is, once again, going back to overexposure. Overexposure to anything will cause, over time, a digestive inflammation reaction in a lot of people. The same can happen with things like pea. The same can happen with things like rice. In a lot of the Caucasian population, rice will cause some issues with digestion. Just think back to the last time you had a big ricey meal, maybe a curry or something. It can cause quite a lot of digestive disturbances, bloating and flatulence and all that sort of stuff as well. Going from there, and just understand that a lot of whey protein products, and even these products as well, a lot of marketing goes into these products. Often, if a product says something like 100% whey protein isolate, it's still going to have other things in there. Anti-caking agents, colors, flavors, and all that sort of stuff. So going by the label of a product isn't the best way to judge the effectiveness or the quality of the product. They're in the business of selling the product. So you really want to go with something that works well with you, something that makes you feel better after you digest it, and it's not going to leave you feeling pretty flat and flatulent afterwards. So that's my 2 cents on protein powders. Just understand that there's a lot of variety out there, and if you do have any issues digesting dairy products, then you want to stick to more the plant-based products. That's it for now, and that's protein powder.